Alright guys, welcome to the Space Bro Show. I think we're on episode 5 or 6. I don't know, it's 5 or 6. It's one of the two, it really doesn't matter. But we're here, we're hanging out with you, live on the air. Tonight we got all sorts of goodies happening. But first, let me introduce everybody here. First we have my compadre and design specialist for the StarCitizen24.com website, Val. Say hi, Val.
Hello.
There's Val. And then, of course, you guys know Zealous over here. He's been on many of the episodes lately.
Hello.
And then we have the incomparable Bacon Waffle, which may or may not be playing Arma 3 in the background. We never really know. It's probably not there. So anyway, he'll be back shortly with us. Anyway, we had a crazy week this week on Star Citizen, didn't we, guys?
Yep. Very
nuts. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff.
It was scandalous.
Scandalous, yeah. I would say so.
Gave me nightmares.
Yeah, it's kind of like made us all a little bit stressed out. More not because we had a lot of faith in any of the rumors or the crappy stuff. It just, we know it gives a negative connotation to everything that we've been trying to support and do with Star Citizen out there. So, you know, for those of you who don't know, which, you know, if you haven't heard and don't know already, you're probably living under a rock. The Escapist released an article this week on basically supporting Derek Smart's expectations of like everything with Star Citizen's crap. It's all con, blah, blah, blah. Now, why not directly saying these things? They pretty much just, you know, it looked like it was pretty much, as Chris Roberts said, a hit job on Star Citizen. So it was a pretty bad deal. You know, Zealous, what do you think whenever you saw all the crap going through?
Same old shit.
Yeah. I was surprised it was from the Escapists, though. I mean, I'm not going to call them reputable, but I have read them many times, and I kind of thought, I thought they'd be decent, and I didn't know. It was a shock to me that all this happened. And then on top of that, to perpetuate the drama, then we started having other, like, gaming industry magazines or even financial magazines re-quoting their article as a source to write their own crap about the same exact thing. And it was just like, it was like a domino effect of just like crap. I was like, what is going on here? It was insane. So, and me and the guy from Forbes had a little Twitter battle over it, but that's okay. It happens a little bit, but basically it was just perpetuation of crap on crap. And, I'd like to go ahead and give a shout out to Mr. Burks over here, who organized a lot of the sources from, not only Lizzie over there from the Escapist to all this other stuff, to kind of stack all the information we had in one site over on Reddit there. And it alluded to a lot of information and kind of stacked it and put it in an organized type setting to where we could kind of see what was going on and what was happening with it all, and how we could really divulge a lot of it just as really pure BS. I mean, there was like, if you go over there and look at it, it really appears that the big point of contention here was the source of information. And of course, as a journalist, she's saying, oh, they're all anonymous sources and all this stuff. But as we dive deeper into this, right, and we look a little bit harder at it, it really looks like she just pulled quotes from Glassdoor. Now, whether that's actually the truth or not, we'll never really know, because they're not going to release their source because, they're saying, oh, it's an anonymous source. But at the same time, I think that, maybe somebody just wanted to get some clicks on their posting. I don't know. That's the way it looks to me. So you can judge for yourself. If you guys want to check it out, when we get the YouTube up and everything, we'll put the links for the Reddit post over here. And it's really got the full breakdown. There's really not a lot more to say about it other than it looks like most of the sources or information that she pulled may be web-based, which has no verification process. The editor of the Escape has said that they verified it through legal, which to me, as stated in this by several commenters, running it through legal doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean they verify anything. All it means is, hey, I won't get sued for posting this. That's why you involve a lawyer. A lawyer doesn't verify anything. He makes sure that you don't get sued and that you're legally okay. So, I I don't know. I call bullshit on the whole deal. I don't even think it was relevant to the whole thing. I just think it was really bad of them to put such a substantial hit piece and time it right before CitizenCon, right before, you know, all the reveal stuff. I don't know. I just think it was pretty down and dirty. And then have Chris send the mail to Chris Roberts and say, hey, guess what? You got like, you know, a half a day to respond to this. And he's over in a completely different time zone. And it's like, hey, good luck sleeping, dude. And just like type some shit up all night long on this. But it was good to see that Chris dove deep and, you know, responded to every single line of comment there. And, you know, in my mind, as many times as they continually to do this type of shit to the game, I honestly, a lot of the internal things and they try to nitpick on all these different directions, I don't give a shit. As long as Chris Roberts is allowed to make the game that I want to play, I don't care if the game costs $300 million and it, you know, and whatever else. But as long as he keeps releasing, he keeps pushing, keeps showing us what's growing and doing, I want to play this effing game. And it just makes me really angry. The people that don't want to play this game and really don't give a shit about it just try to ruin it all the time. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess, you know, it's all about money and trying to get clicks on your site and trying to make yourself feel relevant as a person. But it's just, it drives me ape shit. It really does. But that's my soapbox, sorry. Get on that old kick for a while. All right, on a positive note, and that's all we're going to say about that. I could go on with that a whole show and just rage out and just go total, like, crazy talk show host on that. But on another positive note, what we got going on here is we have a great announcement for Star Citizen in general. And that's basically Star Citizen has hit 90 million. Hit 90 million in funding. Eat that.
10 more to go.
Oh,
90 million, only 10 more million to go.
I think we'll cross that bridge pretty easily. We still got CitizenCon and
Anniversary sale, FPS being released.
I mean, crack open your wallet's FPS, right? I mean, they're gonna sell gear and stuff for that. It's like everybody's like, well, I got all spaceships I need. It's like, but do you have hand grenades? Do you have rifles? Do you have bullets? It's like, damn you, Chris Roberts, and your awesome stuff.
Do you have portable shields and claymores
Yeah.
and holograms?
That's right. And then everybody who didn't buy a dropship yet, it's going, I need a dropship. How am I going to get these troops down there? It's like, no more dropship modules being bought for retaliators. I hear the waltz and
Do you
clicks.
think they'll have some type of mech, like a robot?
Oh
There
my,
is.
don't say that, because they will. They'll do it. It's like,
It's already a thing.
damn it.
All right.
It was a thing way before, a
Yeah.
long time ago. It's called a Titan.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if they'll have like a special ship to drop mech.
Probably.
I'm
I
waiting
want to
for
see the
them.
Dragonfly.
I want to see them make drop pods. I want a module in my like ship
You want a hell
you can like,
droppers.
yeah, you can do like a hell drop. You can have like hover right over about 200, 300 feet above the ground and pod drop guys like right in the mix. It's
That's
hit the
pretty
ground
much just the
running.
Drake Dragonfly. Well, it's only like one person, but
Well,
it's
that-
like a
that
little
doesn't work.
space bike.
The Drake Dragonfly is a motorcycle, not a drop pod.
Yeah, I want a drop pod.
True.
I want to be able to like roll a ship that has like a squad or two squads of fucking troops. Just like come over like I'm gonna strafe, where I could just drop some bombs and some stuff and just like pod down, boom, 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 and all my guys
don't know.
land and they're ready to rock and roll.
Mhm.
It'd be awesome. It would
Very
be super
awesome.
fly. I would love it myself. So some of these. So yeah, it's 90 millions there, and a lot of that was really due to the Endeavor. The Endeavor was released, which, you know, I've said it before during some of my streams and stuff. It was a ship that, personally, I had just kind of written off the radar. I didn't really think it was going to be that good. I didn't have a lot of details about it. I was like, you know, it's whatever. But the Endeavor, once they released that design post, I was just like, holy crap, this is really good. This is really good stuff. I need one of these. We got to have one of these, guys. What are we going to do? We got to get one. And it's so amazing. It's a beautiful ship. You know? I think they did a great job on it. I don't know. Val, what do you think about the Endeavor?
No, I think they did a really good job. I like the posts. I like the modules they did. It's really, really big ship. So
I was amazed by the size of it, you know? I mean, I just think You know, I mean, it's veritably the size of the Idris. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, we're sitting here, look, I got some screen cycling here. I mean, the modular base of what the ship can do is amazing. It really is.
Can you imagine having like some FPS combat in like a garden?
Oh, wow. Can you imagine, like, what I want to be able to do with these
Training.
modules?
Fence training.
Well, you could do Sata Ball training in those garden modules. Because they're like the dome for Sata Ball. Can you imagine having a mobile arena? Like your practice court, like inside the little garden areas? That would be amazing. Biodome practice, go! Turn off the gravity. It would be cool. But I think it'd be cool as if you could, with these modular ships like the Endeavor, if you did get boarded, if you could, like, eject the whole module. Like, just have it fly off the ship. They're like in Garden too. Cool. It just floats off like, hey.
Giant escape pods.
There you go. Something like that. But yeah, I mean, the configurability of this ship is just, it's off the chart. It's insane. I mean, you can do so much with it. You have, let's see, what are all the bases we got? We got the biodomes, which are basically like the farm modules, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got the superconductor. It's up there where you could actually modify and tweak your weapons and different components of the ship. That module where you can either do these for yourselves or you could actually sell them off, you know? So it's some cool stuff. You have the telescope array, right? For discovery, to go out and like scan ships and different anomalies, find jump points, those sort of things. And I think one of the things that grabbed me a lot was the fact that the whole front end, right, the whole main ship module comes off the ship. Like, you could basically go park it up in a safe and be like, we're going to go explore that anomaly you found, and detach the entire front of the ship and go fly there and then come back and reassemble your ship. In space! That's awesome. That's some cool shit there. So, I don't know. I mean, we ended up getting one as an organization, definitely, but it's amazing ship. So the hospital, the medical bay was probably the most interesting to me. Just because the capabilities of it to not only provide an actual respawn point for people, right? You could do it for yourselves. You can open up the beacon so other people could jump in. You know, you could also have, small ships delivered to the small ship hangar down below on the ship.
And it works in tune with a medical thing. Because, like, if you have a medical bay with a thing, they connect directly to each other. So...
Absolutely. Absolutely. So basically, you can offer a full service station if you really wanted to put it out there. I don't know how comfortable I'd be in, like, without having a nice fleet to back it up, to just like open up the medical and be like, hey, you know, whatever, you can just do that. So, but yeah, you can. They said on that hangar bay, it'll accommodate every ship. You know, every ship that will fit. If it fits in there, you can use it in there.
If they made the bay a meter taller, it could fit a Retaliator.
Yeah, and who knows, between now and actual, like, drawing it out, they might. There's a lot of room on the bottom of the ship to make those bays and stuff bigger. I would think I'd want to make it like a mobile, you know, whole deal for like all kinds of stuff. So I think it'd be cool if they made it just a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, you know, just kind of slick it up like that. But it's amazing. I want to see how hard it is to land in that thing.
Well, we still don't have a 3x3
module yet.
Module yet, so
Maybe they'll sell an upgraded hangar for it. Like, you can actually go bigger.
yeah.
I don't know. But isn't the
They don't
hangar
have all
attached
the
to the
mods,
hospital?
so-
No,
So it is sectioned off from the medical.
but it does attach to it, but it's not
Yeah.
like, you know, like directly attached to
Well, I'm
it.
just wondering how that thing defends itself. It must have a
It doesn't.
It doesn't have much. I've seen only just like
It
the
only
whole
has 2
series.
guns.
Yeah, it's just like the whole series. It's got a forward gun and a rear gun, and that is it. There's
If I remember correctly, it has one underneath the nose of the detachable ship,
yep.
and then one at the back, on the at the top back or top bottom. I can't remember.
Yep. Okay, so in
It's
concept,
top
anyways.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll keep in mind though that this is definitely concept. So we are purchasing a concept ship. But at the same time, it's there's no guarantees that they won't tweak it a little bit and hopefully make it even better than what it is right now. But it's my feeling over the last 6 to 8 months, every ship they've made, like drawn out in concept, they're really far along on design anyway with them. So that other than tweaking certain aspects, it seems like these type of ships are going to be faster available than what a lot of people realize. So,
like one of my org mates was trying to get rid of his Vanguard because of the Vanguard is actually he considers the Vanguard weaker than Redeemer because the Redeemer has more firepower.
Yeah. It does, but also you got to remember with the Redeemers, I don't know if they have the same maneuverability in space.
And the Redeemer is a lot more vulnerable to getting his engine shot off.
Absolutely. It's got the Cutlass issue where it'll come off like that because it's meant to provide direct fire support to the ground was originally designed of. I mean, it'll fight, but it's more of a troops from space to ground type thing, a true pure drop ship, not a modular one. So we'll see as they continue on that because they're supposed to. I've heard rumors they're supposed to do a rework still on the Redeemer anyway, like to size it up and all that stuff. So
the Redeemer originally had more weapons than it has right now.
Yeah,
because it used to have internal torpedoes and rock missiles on the the Warden model.
Oh yeah.
And then they took that stuff away, well, a lot of it away, and now it has about, I think, same armament as the Hornet, except for size bigger.
Okay, that makes sense. It really does. So the only other part I think that they're released in the master package. See, we talked about the biodomes, we talked about the medical, we've talked about the superconductor,
the antenna array.
The antenna array, we talked about that briefly, obviously. There's a whole design post. If you go over to Star Citizen 24, you'll see a lot of this stuff all posted up over there, guys. So it's all available for all this stuff. The only other module I can think of is the fuel pod, which I did have questions about the fuel pod, which I'll probably try to put it, because I think they're doing 3 Q&As still. They got the first one out now.
Yeah.
They're doing 3 more. I want to know, with the fuel pod, are you able to extract fuel out of it, or is it only for additional fuel for the ship, and you can't use it to actually use it as storage, and then maybe port some of the fuel out to other ships, like siphon it back out, you know? Because if that was the case, multiple fuel pods would be cool, because you could actually make it a huge gas truck platform that has a respawn bay, and then you could actually take starfarers out to go get gas, load that fuel pods up, and then you can keep your whole fleet.
Well, not to fuel the entire fleet, but fuel the wing that's based from that ship.
Well, it'd help you fuel the fleet because you could store some in the Starfarer and in the fuel pod.
Yeah.
Too, so it gives you like an extra thing, and then the Starfarer could like siphon some back out and just kind of keep the fuel distribution of the fleet decent. In other words, so. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's going to be a thing. The master package went for $900. You got all the modules that are currently available. They already have stated now, per the QA, they are not going to give you additional modules as they make them. You will have to buy those individually. Beyond that, but that's fine. I mean, I think they give you a good amount for that money, personally.
And plus, you're saving. If you're buying all of that already, you saved money if you bought them like individually.
That's true. That's true. Now, my understanding of the process, you couldn't sell individual modules either, because if you buy it in the package, it's tied to the whole package, right?
It's tied.
Okay. But you could sell them in the verse. Like, once the PU's out, you could say, hey, I got this extra module, I'll sell it off. Even though I don't know why you would if you have LTI on all the modules, but hey, maybe. Who knows?
You know, somebody in your org could use it.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody could use one of the modules of it and do all that. Or if you wanted to trade somebody like a biodome for maybe a different type of module they have later or something, that would be cool. I'm interested to see some more ships where they're like really mirror this modularity aspect of this that are of this type of scale. Because this ship is just, like we said, so massive. But anyway, we'll move on because I can stay on the Endeavor just like on the other stuff for a while. So we will go on here. So I really wanted to talk about, what we thought we'd see at CitizenCon, but we do have a brief I think we're going to do a brief FPS update there. So, and again, you've seen this screen from me before with some of the FPS stuff, but God, I don't want to wait anymore. I'm really hopeful, and this will lead into our talk about CitizenCon anyway. I'm really hopeful that they will say, hey, guess what? Star Marine's ready to rock and roll for PU. I'm really hopeful they'll do that at CitizenCon. I'm probably wrong, but I'd love to hear those words come out of Chris Roberts' mouth. It's like, here you go. And some of the screens today that I saw regarding the FPS update, right here, the screen, it makes me really lead towards, I feel like it's going to go that way. But it's like, it's part of the process, so for sure, but we're happy to be done with very soon. They keep talking about stuff, it's like, last minute blockers. They say, well, just remember how for the last minute blockers to pop up, and the same's true here. They're talking about little gun tweaks, fixed animations, area denial assets, and then some of the weapon art with the claymores. You know, it's like little modular stuff. The audio, it's smaller and smaller list. I feel like the list is almost there to make us not do it.
CitizenCon, they'll release it at CitizenCon.
I think so too. And
at least on PTU.
Yeah. For PTU, I'm not going to say it's a done deal, you know what he means, but what in Star Citizen honestly is done? Nothing's done in Star Citizen. Yeah. But I'm really hoping it'll be there and stuff. And you can see here, I'll play this little ditty here. Got some music on it too. But the scope on this looks really good for the sniper rifle they did.
Yeah, they got the like more boxy version of like the Halo 4 or something else.
Very similar, but the thing I like about it, and you can see it in this part of that little, here, let me to it.
But they don't have like the same sort of like screen for it. It's like, you know, a natural.
But I like
size.
how when you look down this scope, you can literally see
what you're pointing at.
Plus you have some element of peripheral vision because they went with more an open Halos type scope than they did a closed, like, sight down, this is all you see scope. So I feel like it's going to keep the game still fast, moving around, situational awareness. That's not saying they won't have other scopes, a different magnitude, but this is also a small magnification scope. And that's my preference in FPS games. I'm a red dot guy. Guys are like, oh, I got the, deluxe, whatever, when we're playing Battlefield. I just need the red dot, because if I can see the guy, I put the red dot on him. It doesn't matter if he's 4,000 meters away, or if he's like, 200 feet, or if he's like right in front of your face. Red dot does it all day. And it's good. So I like these open field type setups of scopes in games. They're much better for me. But the claymores look effing cool too. I mean, it looks good. I'm just ready to have it in my hands, even if it's still kind of messed up and broken. We need some stuff and things. So good. So good. All right. So what else are you guys looking forward to? Like, what were you hoping for over at CitizenCon?
Freelancer.
Freelancer?
Constellation.
We've seen the Constellation.
I know. But they said they're close to being flight ready, same as the Herald.
What's wrong with the Freelancer? I thought that's out already.
No.
The rework.
The reworked Freelancer.
Oh, the rework.
Yeah.
Like the flyable Freelancer.
Not the current one you can sit in your hangar and pedal around with. They want the real deal.
The one with the actual back turret.
The one with the the upscaled one, which is like 20% bigger every direction.
The baby PU or FPS, which one do you think?
I would, to be honest, I'm a big
FPS.
FPS guy, but I would rather have the PU because it's closer to the game that we need to test to make it work. And I really feel like we need that full year of testing. We need all of next year to test the PU. They can add elements. We can be exploring. Then that shows, dude, they're making progress. Check this out. We are in the baby PU. We're doing the thing, even if it wrecks every other day. I don't care. It's just, it's going to be, we need to be in that.
It will kick the teeth in of all those naysayers.
Yep.
Well, if they reduce the baby PU, it's like releasing the PU. They're just going to keep
Yep.
making it bigger, bigger, bigger.
It is. It's basically like Chris Roberts could come up there, not say anything else. He could come up and hold the microphone and say, "Baby PU live right now." And just drop the mic, walk off stage. It's fucking done. It's like, it's over. Forget about it. Game over, people. Nothing else for anybody else. It's like, F all the naysayers. That would be awesome. The straight up mic drop. But, yeah.
Actually, there's one thing I just thought of that they have not shown yet, which is capital ship battles.
I know.
They showed like a ship shooting, but not a battle.
Not a capital versus capital battle. They've shown capitals firing at nothing. They've shown all sorts of little ships like getting spaced and blowing hull breaches, but that's it.
I think we should pick. You think I should pick the winner for that Hornet?
Oh, we're gonna make them wait in there a minute.
We're gonna make it.
We're gonna make them wait in there a minute because I'm gonna tell you what I think I want to see there. Besides the PU, obviously everybody wants that. I want to see more about the Idris. I know they're working on it heavily for Squadron 42. They have been for months, and I think we're gonna have something in the full fleshed out version of the ship, like there. Like, guess what, guys? November we're gonna re-release Sails in the Idris because now you can walk around this mother sucker. I'd be like, it's so awesome. Oh my god!
We also still have no idea what the ship that they're going to release there.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna talk about that.
And we know it's a military ship.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking, okay, check this. They frame it all out. How do you guys like the Endeavor? Oh, yeah, the Endeavor's awesome. We're amazed. It's awesome. We love it. Well, you're going to need something to protect that motherfucker. Here's the Idris, you know? And I'm like,
the problem is...
It's something we haven't seen before.
Yeah, it's an unknown...
Well, they haven't seen that. Well, even if... I don't know.
Well, they said it wasn't even mentioned in lore.
Really?
Yeah. If I remember correctly...
I still want to see Idris info.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. To Idris is going at it.
Oh my god. Or no, it's a whole scenario where you have a start out with a scout ship. This would be, I could make this if I just got the CryEngine stuff down, which we're working on, but I'm told new about it. You have like a Hornet Ghost in doing recon, like, all right, here we are, checking out the zone. All right, looks all clear. Let's jump her in, and then you jump in the Endeavor, boom, boom, and it starts scanning the area. Possible hostile contacts in Quadrant 4. And it's like, you know, oh, they're coming in hot. And then all of a sudden, it's like, you see this whole squadron of people jump in, boom, Idris, and like several retaliators, boom, 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 boom. They're all in there, and they're like, we're under heavy fire. You see ships just dying, people getting space, biodome cracks open, the garden and the plants and the space marijuana is flying out. Oh, no, it's so awesome. And then it's like, then all of a sudden, the new ship's revealed. And it's like, the Dreadnought comes in or something. It just like one shots the Idris.
The Anvil Scimitar.
Yeah, it just like cracks in half, and it's like people getting sucked out of the Idris. Everything's on fire. Support emergency evac. You see Cutlass Reds coming in, trying to grab people out of space and stuff. Like, area secured, sir. And then they just goes, Star Citizen. That would be awesome. There's the video. Hire me now. We'll make it happen. I want it.
I see 4 possible ships for this unknown ship.
Okay, well, how do you see possible ships if it's unknown ship?
Well, it's a military ship.
That's true.
Which narrows it down quite a bit.
Okay.
It's the new Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
An EWAX.
Yep.
A cruiser.
Yeah.
Or a battleship.
That's a hard one.
You know, they haven't really talked about battleships. So
because battleship, this is just, you got to consider.
Here's the surprise.
The Idris was originally in a Corvette, right? And then they scaled it up to a frigate. So they don't even have anything the size of battleships in this. This is 200 meters.
They got bigger than battleship. They got the Dreadnought.
They do, but the Dreadnought's like story-driven, not really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not something I can go out and buy a Dreadnought. It's something you have to
supposedly... the biggest thing you can buy is a destroyer.
Yeah.
Unless you're buying it from a player.
Yeah. I don't know. My money is... I'd love to see a battleship, but my money is on the Corvette. Because I think they're going to do a reveal I think they're going to give you an Idris update that's going to be really fucking cool. And I think then they're going to go, you know what? But we when we changed this Idris, we made it really awesome. But we're missing something now. We're missing that Corvette class ship. And it'll be like the Nish ship that they put
It's
right
like
in
they
there in the
merge
middle.
together and become like some transformer thing that like can break anything.
That's it.
The
You're out of the
battleship is
org.
my the battleship is I at least think it would be, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a cruiser because we don't have anything between that.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, it scales up because you go from like, what's the... Like
It
a
was-
Redeemer Retaliator, what size are those? I mean, meter-wise, were those
Those are like 30...
30-ish? Yeah.
30 meters.
You basically jump for everything that's under 40 meters, and then you go up to 200 meters. There's nothing that's like even ship scale-wise that really fills that gap. Not on the UEE side of the ball, anyway.
Well,
There's some mid-sized ships on the Van
you
Der
got the Vanguard, then you got the Retaliator, then you got... Then it jumps up to whatever the Corvette's going to be, and then
Well,
you
that's
go
what I'm
to
saying.
Idris,
The Corvette is going to be the middle filler for that.
which is going to be about 100, 120, maybe 150 meters.
Well, and here's the other thing. You know, we can dive into the zoning stuff and all that, but there's some great articles that Gamer Nexus put out too that we recently reposted for him on the Star Citizen 24 website that really dives into a one-on-one interview with Chris Roberts regarding several of these things, including zoning, a rehash of that. And then if you watch the previous thing, which was the original zoning conversation with Gamer Nexus, it's all in those articles. Go make sure to check them out and get some links on their site. But the main thing I'm interested in, okay, we're already looking at the max cap of per zone things and all that. They're talking about a max crew, and a lot of these ships we're talking about, like the Endeavor and the Idris is 16. Then you want an NPC crew on top of that, right? In order to make the ship actually feel like it has bodies all in it. And that's, when they say max crew, that's max crew to man every station. So to me, I think using the term max crew is actually really bad. To me, that's a minimum crew, because if you don't man every station, you're not getting the full utility of the whole ship. You know, a lot of things have a secondary communications offer. That way, if somebody dies, then you got somebody to replace them there, because it's like, oh, our comms are down because Lieutenant Uhura took one to the back of the head. That's kind of a bad deal. So you need additional roles and stuff. So most of these ships, 20 players would be comfortable, and then have NPC crew to kind of fill in some of the gaps for some automated stuff. But if you ever go up to battleship size, what kind of crew do you need to man a battleship? That would be ridiculous. I think you'd run headlong into the zoning thing.
Well, the battleship would be more of a gun or position kind of thing, more than like a Bengal carrier should be more people to maintain than a
You would
battleship.
think, because you have to have the
Because-
flight crew,
Yeah,
the deck crew,
the crew,
yeah,
the crew for the ship, the
the
gunner,
bridge, navigation, communication, and sensors would be huge.
I mean, I swear, like just the command deck looked like it took like 50 people to command.
Yeah, I would think you'd want to have, like, if you needed 16 to man an Endeavor and really utilize most of the station stuff, you'd probably want at least 16 people to man the bridge of the Bengal carrier, I would think. And then beyond that, you know, and then flight crew and all that stuff, and then that's per ship you have to deal with down there to refuel and land them and all that stuff. So, yeah, I think those type of ships are going to require a lot more, but it's going to be really cool to do all that stuff.
Another thing we've not, well, most people have forgotten about is the Moby-Glass.
Oh, the Moby-Glass stuff? You know, I think the Moby-Glass still released there. I really do. They should be done with it. They were really close anyway, several months ago.
It's probably coming out with FPS, but probably not. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. But the thing is, I think, along with the air stuff, just like the Arena Commander, I think FPS they want to put out there because it's a
money maker.
it's a money maker, but it's also a, what do you want to call it? I totally lost it. A point.
It draws more people into the game.
It's one of their goals, right?
It's one of their goals.
One of their goals to move on to the next stuff.
Yeah, it's a very, very key part of the game where if you don't got FPS, everything else doesn't work.
That's right. And Squadron 42 doesn't work because Squadron 42 has some FPS missions in it in the middle of the game. And they're supposed to release Squadron 42 this year, which I don't think they will.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. I mean, we're seeing stuff on ATV like they're still like just talking to level designers. And if you're talking to level designers, I don't think you have the levels designed. That's just, I don't know. It's my opinion, but you don't have levels if your level designers.
Well,
are
they
still
have
working.
everything focused on Squadron 42. That's their main thing that they want done. That's the original game that was part of the Kickstarter. Not
I was
the
going to say,
PU.
and that's the thing that's once they have the actual game completed, they could just say, "Here's Squadron 42." We're still tweaking up the PU, but that's the selling point to get people involved in the persistent universe, right? Because you have Squadron 42 can be sold as an individual standalone copy for people that didn't back. I mean, people can buy Squadron 42 once it's released.
I do not know if they're still planning on doing this, though, okay?
Okay.
But they were supposed to release the Squadron 4 periodically. That was their original plan.
Oh, like
they're
the
releasing
levels for
episode
it?
1 right now.
They put like 2 levels out every month or 2, and then let's keep going. That way we don't get, Squadron 42 instantly and like, well, okay, I'm bored now.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, so basically what they're trying to do is Destiny Squadron 42, which I think personally is a terrible idea. But
well, no, they're going to give it all, but we're not going to pay for it. We already paid for it all,
Well, I know we have, but I'm just saying it's as a financial marker for them. I would think I'd want to. If you don't want to play the persistent universe, you just want to play single player. Squadron 42 would be the great choice for people. Just here's your next version of what Chris Robert puts out. You don't have Wing Commander anymore. You have Squadron 42. Here you go. And then that's out there. They could buy that and do what they want with that. So
Borderlands is doing that now. It's like
a lot of people are going that model. I and it makes sense at the same time, but I blame the TV series on this. I believe that they're trying to market games like TV shows. So here's season 1, here's season 2, here's season 3. I mean, that's what they've done. I mean, you look at things like The Walking Dead, and then they have a really shitty companion game that's kind of interesting story-wise, but it's not really. Anybody buys it only because they're fans of The Walking Dead. And then you have other things like Destiny, which tries to play up the story like it's a TV show, And then you have, what's some of the other ones? They had, what was the one they released the show and then the game together? I don't remember now. There's one, I still watch the sci-fi series, and I can't remember what it's called now. Defiance.
Oh yeah, Defiance.
Yeah, they released a game which bombed after a while, pretty horribly. The game did, but the show's still pretty decent. I thought it was good. Yep, you got to tut right after I said it. He's like, actually, in his time, it's probably
right
said it. Yeah, before I said it, but whatever. We both thought of it. You got it. But yeah, I think that a lot of people are seeing that and seeing like, okay, well, this show's keeping this game afloat, or they see the marketability of a multi-marketing campaign the same way with everything else. So unfortunately, I'm okay with them making games because shows are popular. I think just like in Defiance, it's a terrible idea to like market a show and a game together, but they just need to choose one avenue or the other on stuff.
I can't remember because I think they might have said that they weren't going to do that anymore and just give it all at once.
Yeah.
But, getting a chapter of the game like every month would, have
I don't know.
have something to do every month.
I guess. I'd rather have the whole thing and then just make more of it later myself. Because I plan on testing and being involved with the PU stuff as much as possible, and I think if to get episode 1 out there, it'd be good to get the entire episode 1, everything we got, and then focus on getting the PU out, and then as the PU goes into final release, they can go back and make episode 2. And then they can move on from there, because they should have enough money to shoot episode 2, and just go on like that, I think. But that's me. My opinion. Alright. So, those are most of the things that I'm looking forward to, and you guys are. I think we've got all that in there. Don't forget, we're getting ready here. We're going to draw this thing real quick here for this Hornet Ghost. Everybody's been waiting for... how long we had this up? 1 week? 2 weeks?
I think a week.
About a week.
10 days or so.
10 days, a week and a half or so. So, as everybody knows, if you haven't followed along, we, on Star Citizen 24, we're making a contest database, and our first release there is this Hornet Ghost drawing that they're going to do. And then we still have live between now and CitizenCon the drawing for a Connie Taurus. So Constellation Taurus is available as a raffle still, and we'll be announcing that one live at CitizenCon on the live stream here as we watch the other stuff. So it'll probably be during the after party right after, but you still have plenty of time to enter. There's 3 entries you can get in addition once you get through the first main part of it per day. So you can always stack additional entries and get all that stuff. So make sure to follow along. Also, if you have a contest and you're another streamer or content provider and you'd like to post it on our website, just let us know. Get in contact with us. We're happy to help out everybody else out and keep expanding Star Citizen as a whole driven game by the community. All right, let's get this thing party on the road. Are we guys ready to draw this thing?
Yep.
I'm excited
Do
if
it.
it's somebody we actually know. Or if it's like an outside source, somebody stopped by one day and said, "Oh, I'll click some buttons." They win this thing. But this is going to be cool. So, Val, when you're ready, go ahead and draw it.
Fernando Cruz.
Fernando Cruz. So, if Fernando Cruz is out there and that's one of your aliases, guys, then that is the drawing. Fernando Cruz. So, hopefully that you'll get contacted via email. What's up?
Is that his actual name, or is that his username?
It'll probably be his actual name.
His actual name.
Yeah, because it's in the database. Because they don't list a username in there.
Okay, send an email to him. Should I post his name on the contest?
Does it list his deal enter by Twitch too? Does it show like any of the other information, or does it only show his real name?
His name and email, because I'm gonna need to email him to get his Star Citizen.
I put his name out there, just Fernando Cruz. Obviously, not his email.
Yeah, not that.
But yeah, if there was a way to pull their Twitch name, I'd probably put that. But I'd put it up.
Yeah,
there.
it doesn't show the Twitch name. Right
Yeah, we'll put him up there as the winner. Congratulations to Fernando Cruz. Awesome sauce. You've just won a Hornet Ghost. And we'll get you that email, and then we'll once you respond to that with your Star Citizen handle, and then hopefully it's the same email he used for the website. But if not, his current email for the website, we will get you that Hornet Ghost, and that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'll send him an email asking for his name so I can transfer him the code.
Yep, there you go. All right, guys. So remember the other raffle or contest is still going on. You can still enter to win the Constellation Taurus. Don't forget to tell your buddies about it. Get their involvement too. Maybe you guys could split it. Or maybe you could use the money inside some other aspects if you want to burn it down and get something else. But either way, it's a great prize to get. Just keep promoting out there and we'll see what happens. So everybody, I think that's really all I have for tonight. So be sure to stick around if you guys want to hang out for the after show after the stream, and we'll get involved with some more questions and answers back and forth. But other than that, I think as far as this episode of Space Bro Show is done, we're good. So until next week, next Friday, we will be doing an episode then, and then we'll have the special edition at CitizenCon stream for everybody. So make sure you show up to that. What else we got?
Remind them about the Connie contest, that they can keep adding entries every day by visiting the site.
That's right. Just make sure you're doing it through the contest entry so you get credit. But every day for the 2 tweet messages and then also visiting the site, you get additional entries on the Connie contest. Always a good idea to be entering all that. So from us right here, Star Citizen 24 and everybody else, thank you so much for watching tonight, guys. I know it was a shorter episode. We just had a lot to try to squeeze in there and do all that. Tune in next Friday where we'll be talking about all the other events and other things leading up to CitizenCon. We'll have some special perks and prizes. Make sure to follow my stream whenever you can for Thirsty Thursdays, where we all do those episodes. And then I'll see the rest of you guys tomorrow night, if you don't tune in for the after show, or another great streaming. Probably throw some HOTS in there and do all the usual stuff. So until then, we will see you guys a little bit later on. Say bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
So excited. Bye, guys. I'll see y'all later. See ya. Peace out.
See you when you give me
Peace out.
bacon.
Don't forget to write. I can't believe we're going.
Well, he didn't get the Batman mask to do it.
Yeah. No Batman mask this episode. No Batman mask. I'll see you guys on TeamSpeak. Spaceboat Show has been brought to you by StarCitizen24.com, host of all contests and good news and community management. So make sure to tune into Mitauchi's stream after this for the Space Bro After Show.